দেখো কোনো তো এই কথা বলা যাবে না, তাই বলে গালাগালি ফালাগালি দেওয়া যাবে না ভাই। গাল আমি বলছি কিন্তু আমার আমার কিন্তু ঠিক লাগেনি, আমার ঠিক লাগেনি জায়গা দেখে। আরে কি লাগলো, হাত ফাত চোখ ফোক ফুলে যাচ্ছে লেগে লেগে। না কি লেগেছে, ধুলো লেগেছে, চোখ ফুলে গেছে যেটা, ডাস্টার আছে যেটা। আরে ভাই hello, what's up guys? Yo, what's up guys? How are you? स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट हो, एक्चुअली लाइट का इशू हुआ है, तो लाइट वगैरह प्रॉपर्ली हो जाता है। सब्सक्राइब द चैनल एंड जॉइन HOK. The fuck, man.
We are back and onwards
We're back,
towards match
guys.
number 4 of our day number 5 in the Asian Games Esports Qualifiers for Honor of Kings. Once again, the name is Sagi here, your desk host for today, and with me on the broadcast is the Voices of the Gorge, Holler, and also Adam Spartanker.
Yeah, happy to be here. It looks like we've shifted a little bit in terms of the roles, but you know, we've gotten Adam in instead of Sir Cloud. Dare I say upgrade, huh?
Upgrade.
Oh, the
wow.
slander.
Thank you. I'm so sorry about that, Cloud. I know you're listening in the tunnel room. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun because we are gonna go into our match number 4 between India and Saudi Arabia.
I'm excited about this one.
I think India and Saudi Arabia, right? In terms of the importance of this win, okay, not to say I'm undermining anyone's effort, but if you think about it from India's side, it's about to prove that they are improving. But for Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, it's a bit tricky because if they lose this, they are also out of contention.
Yeah, so it's about survival for one, you know, the Saudi Arabia side, and then India right now, again, just kind of making a name for themselves. You can play spoiler, and I think that this is the great opportunity. This is your last match. You have nothing to, you know, nothing after this, right? You might as well go all on.
Talking about opportunity, the better opportunity for all of us is to actually try the new hero. The Vara has been added into the classic and classic AOV heroes that is free to try out for a limited time, and this will be very fun for us all to try. It has been released today, so don't forget to update your game.
I'm gonna head home later after the cast, and I'm gonna be spamming some Devara because that hero can go Clash lane and can also be flexed into the farm lane role, but that's on the official server for later. But coming
Join the
back
live
into our
stream,
topic here
guys.
for India and also Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. For India, I like the fact that you put on. It's like you have nothing to lose. So why not do your absolute best? Convert this experience for their next international tournament as a team.
Yeah, and they're going to be continuing on. I
Correct.
mean, they're the Revenant X Spark. They are the #1 team in India, and they will continue on into the KWC. So anything that they learn here is gravy, and having the opportunity to playing, global teams, the teams that have been outside of your region, is a good opportunity for you to grow.
I agree with that because they have nothing holding them back anymore, so they should be able to just release and let go
Yeah.
of everything, of their anger, of their maybe disappointments whatsoever, so they can try their very best right now.
Wait, hang on. You have
King's Open Series Registration Guide. In this video, we'll walk you through the simple steps to register for Honor of Kings Open Series Split 6. First of all, go to the home page and enter Events. Click the button More and find the registration page. Then click on the Open Series banner. Registration starts
Did you
from June
submit
1st to
where
July 14th. All regions kick off together, including
हमें
HK/MO
थोड़े आज
region,
दो सप्ताह
SEA Indonesia, SEA Malaysia, SEA Philippines, SEA Wildcard, South Asia, India, MENA, South Latam, North Latam, North America, South Korea, Japan, Eastern Europe and Central Asia, Western Europe
Hey,
and Brazil. Select your
freedom दीजिए
region
बोले
and
चिल्ला
find
बना
the
के दूँ.
join button on the right. Please remember, region cannot be changed after confirmation. Now, take a moment to review the tournament rules. Check the box to indicate your agreement and understanding of the rules. Next, you can join an existing team or create your own team. Create a team name and fill in the required information. You can choose your team visibility, the language, and the recruit lane or position preferred your team.
Cool, guys.
Confirm your
These
team.
are
Then you can send the invitation link or team ID to your teammates. You can also handle team applications by accepting or declining
these
them.
official guidelines,
Once you
guys,
have a
for
minimum
the
of
Open
5
Series
members,
split.
lock your team.
And the
After
semi-pro
locking your
stack
team,
the
you will
team
be
in
unable
India.
to add or
And
remove
it was a
members.
double
If you
pack
wish to change
format,
your team
challenger
members,
pack,
you will have to
4
unlock your
weekend
team,
point
and your
race,
team's points will be
June
reset to
19th
0.
to July 12th.
Don't
An
forget
elite
to
pack
check out the
semi-pro
schedule so you
format
won't
with
miss any matches.
qualifiers and double elimination
Also,
final
remember to
July
claim your
13th to
participation
August
rewards. The
2.
rewards will be sent to your
Teams can
in-game
register in
mailbox
both
when the
paths
tournament date
to
and time
maximize their
arrive. Make sure all teammates are ready to
chances.
go. Good luck and fight for victory. Welcome to the Honor of Kings Open Series Registration Guide. In this video, we'll walk you through the simple steps to register for Honor of Kings Open Series Split 6. First of all, go to the home page and enter Events. Click the button More and find the registration page. Then click on the Open Series banner. Registration starts from June 5th to July 14th. All regions kick off together, including HK/MO region, SEA Indonesia, SEA Malaysia, SEA Philippines, SEA Wildcard, South Asia, India, MENA, South Latam, North Latam, North America, South Korea, Japan, Eastern Europe and Central Asia, Western Europe and Brazil. Select your region and find the Join button on the right. Please remember, region cannot be changed after confirmation. Now, take a moment to review the tournament rules. Check the box to indicate your agreement and understanding of the rules. Next, you can join an existing team or create your own team. Create a team name and fill in the required information. You can choose your team visibility, the language, and the recruit lane or position preferred your team. Confirm your team. Then you can send the invitation link or team ID to your teammates. You can also handle team applications by accepting or declining them. Once you have a minimum of 5 members, lock your team. After locking your team, you will be unable to add or remove members. If you wish to change your team members, you will have to unlock your team, and your team's points will be reset to 0. Don't forget to check out the schedule so you won't miss any matches. Also, remember to claim your participation rewards. The rewards will be sent to your in-game mailbox when the tournament date and time
Check
arrive.
the
Make
chat
sure all
box.
teammates are ready to go. Good luck and fight for victory. Welcome to the Honor of Kings
Set up
Open
the
Series
stream first,
registration
guys.
guide. In this video, we'll walk you through the simple steps to register for Honor of Kings Open Series.
When you play this game, are you
Okay. Mentality.
They have never stopped pushing forward, no matter the challenge. Though the road ahead has changed, their fighting spirit remains the same. They stand here with pride, ready to leave one final impression. Please welcome India!
They have delivered moments of brilliance. With the pressure lifted, they can now play their game without hesitation, ready to leave their mark once again. Give it up for Saudi Arabia!
দেখতে কেন কি করবো আমি
Both teams with one goal right
দেখছি
now.
আমি দেখছি
Find that first
এত ভয়
win
পেও
in
না
their respective groups. That one win will boost their confidence, not only for today, not only for this tournament, but for the future of their career in Honor of Kings.
Yeah, and actually being able to kind of win, get that first international win, that's going to be huge for them. But it's going to be made up of Team India here: Ashish, Ainul, Harsh, Ayush, and Akshaj for all five. We've seen them time and time again. Harsh has been made some serious plays, getting a stolen Tempest Dragon, has been able to pick that up.
Why, I don't
Ainul
know why
also
they're
has been the guy, at least from the
feeling
jump.
He has been the main guy coming in, right? As you were to mention, the guy that always plays the high-level mechanic heroes like the Arlie, sometimes lane swapping with Ayush. So Ayush and Ainul, they are both really flexible in that sense. But for me, I will want them to grow further as a player by specializing in their role, becoming this, I wouldn't say perfect player, but flexible player that is able to have a deep and diverse playstyle and hero pool.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see the lineup coming in from Saudi Arabia. We have Faris, Anas, Muath, Ahmed, and Muhammad.
And for this
Muhammad.
specific roster,
This
right, coming
Muhammad
in
guy
for
is
the Southern
like
Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed and also Faris, they often change their roles between each other.
Mumtaz
Sometimes
is
Faris
a
will go
good
into the
mage, I
solo role,
think.
and Mohammed will go into the Clash Lane role.
Like not
Yes,
in
this is
not
why
at the
they are
crown
very well
Candice
prepared, and
level,
we do
but
know
yeah.
that they always change around their roles because they want to see what's the best way to put it. What's the best way? What's the most effective way for their players?
Yeah, but I mean, to kind of to your point, when you're pointing out with like Ainul, just like locking in a role, I think that it would help them long term if they were also able to lock it in Saudi Arabia here, where for us is in Mohammed, so that we know exactly what you have, so that you're consistent. Changing things up can add a little bit of turmoil to a team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is the exact thing that I want to point out, right? Whereby if you're consistently swapping roles left and right, yes, it proves that you're flexible, but in terms of the overall specific role mastery against your opponent who day and night trains in the same role, it's slightly different because it may not match up to the same level here. Maybe you cannot see it now, but in the future, when the games are even tougher, when the games are even more high stake, that's where it starts slowly coming out to be a focal point for both teams.
I agree. It's definitely gonna affect you a lot in the long run because you don't really collect that experience accumulatively enough to go against someone who is purely on that specific role. But again, probably maybe still very early on for them. They still trying to see if okay, this guy's attitude, this guy's gameplay, his character, is he the best to be playing at that specific role, or maybe we should move him around. Maybe the coach have that kind of mindset.
But do check out the screen though. These are our most banned heroes in the Asian Games Esports Qualifiers for Honor of Kings. So far, Mai Shanui has been the top ban with a 34 count, and then it comes down to Guan Yu and also the Dahlia. Hence, we don't see much Dahlia nowadays.
Yeah, it's completely being consistently banned out. The Dahlia one is definitely more about the general strategy. Mai is about tempo. Guan Yu is about that game-changing team fight abilities that he has. So again, very good in terms of having those 3 bans because they could literally change this game here.
the pattern of these heroes that's being banned is always heroes that are annoying in general because it's very hard to deal with a fast Maisha annoying, a very fast Kuan Yu players
Because they
that
want to
have
play
a
well
high mechanical shielding.
comparatively to
I
other
think
days.
it makes sense why we would ban these kind of heroes.
And my journey has been one of those mechanical heroes that you talked about. That if you play it well, you can really showcase its effect. But when you don't play it well, it's more or less a negative point coming in for your team roster.
Do you actually realize that both of the heroes, the first and second hero, Maishanu and Guan Yu, actually is a hero that doesn't need mana and also doesn't need any too much of energy consumption. All they have to do is just focus on the cooldown and all that, so they don't have that kind of a problem. Probably contributing to
Exactly.
why it is oftenly picked.
It's that's their cost, right, caller? And as we go into the pick and bans here for game number one, this is India on towards the blue side, banning the Mai Nui and also the Yu Huan, while KSA locks away the Diadia and the
If you're new,
RO
then
here.
please
Maybe we
subscribe
might
this
see a
channel
Guan Yu
and
or a Channel first pick coming in
download
from Team
link in
India.
description
Definitely
below.
open, but they're going to go with the
Like if
Zhangfei.
you're
And one
new
thing
in
to
the
take
MOBA
note of,
community,
India
you
banning
can
out the
download
Yuan. This has
HOK and
basically
play the best
traumatized
MOBA game
India's
I
squad.
know,
This
right?
hero has
right
just
now in
completely
India.
dominated them when it's been on the opposing side. They're like, no, 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 we're
You
going to
know,
shut that one down.
It's definitely a hero with a lot of capabilities, right? The unearned
yes,
hero
no, no.
healing you a lot. So
Super, super.
maybe sometimes instead of
तो
ending
पाएगा
it,
था
they can try playing
आर
heroes
कोच
like
ना तो
Ninja to reduce the healing instead.
I like the idea, right? The built-in healing, if healing reduction effect coming in for the
what's up,
lane side
man?
really serves a role in cutting down these large healers like the Diardia, like the Byron, for example. So maybe that's a consideration that India can actually venture into. However, they do lock in the Xiao Qiao for the side of Harsh in that mid lane and pick up the Chano coming in from Ayush or Aino in that case.
Yeah, and it looks like Saudi Arabia here going with the Byron and the Diadia. I think that these heroes have been criminally underplayed. They add quite a bit in terms of like the laning phase. They have a lot of control. Yeah, you want to jump to the back line, but how are you going to deal with both of them who
I
have a
hope
ton of
India win
CC?
this game,
This is a
win
nice
this time.
1-2
Yeah,
combination.
me
Plus now
was
you got the
thinking about
Musashi on
this.
top.
Yeah, that's a
लाइक
question, right?
करके
And
शेयर कर दे
also
थोड़ा सा
probably they will try to handle
लोगों
that
के
amount of
साथ, you know.
CC with their own version of crowd control coming in from Zhang Fei, hopefully. But having Musashi on the line, they're gonna be able to stop any terms of health regeneration coming in from India for about a couple of seconds with the duel to death. And as of now, it's not gonna be a good idea for India to take any assassins for the jungle, I think, Sagi.
Well, we have to think, right? There's still limited options coming in for the side of Team India, but I like the Musashi pickup coming in for the side of
Musashi
KSA,
is a good
where
pick
it gives
actually.
direct access to
Light
the
up करो
backline on key targets like Ayush and also the side of Harsh on these two
लाइट
core
का कुछ
carries
नहीं
here.
है.
And knowing for the fact it's Ainul, I don't think you'll put him on a jungle tank unless we see another lane swap shenanigan coming in from Ainul and also Ayush.
Yeah, you're playing it wrong, I think, if you put Einol on some sort of hero. Like, he likes the mechanical damage
Correct.
dealing style. You got to play to your strengths, right? And he's more than capable to do that. And I mean, not to say that it's easy to play like a jungle tank, but it is definitely, you're kind of taking a lot of the punches and you're doing a little bit less. So it is a little bit simpler in that regard.
And it seems like India has already banned out Angela, knowing that that hero is just so painful to deal with, especially you as the Zhang Fei as the front line, who's gonna be dealing with a lot of blazing brilliance non-stop because the cooldown coming in from Angela is very short.
And to add on towards that, right, the Angela has been one of a rather popular picks in the tournament where it's really effective in taking
If
down
not,
tanky
then hire
heroes.
me.
When you get taken on by the Angela full combo, it probably deletes like 70% to 100% of your health if you take the full combo coming from Angela.
Yeah, that would be a problem, right? And I mean, it looks like KSA are going to go with the Jia. It's going to help. I mean, Musashi is probably a prime target to just get those extra levels and to just be that monster. But my problem with this hero is that, yes, it has that, you know, the universal law, that like the red carpet, if you will, of wave clearer. But if you're falling behind, you're going to really struggle.
Yeah, I agree. It's not really a good scaling hero, but only in the early game he can try to bully as much as possible.
But let's
Exactly.
take a look at India's draft real quick here. We are getting a Wukong debut coming in
Wukong is
for the
good
hands
actually.
of Ainul here. I'm telling you,
इंडिया का टीम
these
थोड़ा
are
बेटर लग
assassin
रहा
picks
है
that
जाए.
are really,
Zia
really
by
fun to
Marche,
watch,
if
especially when it
Zia
comes to
plays
Wukong.
well, then the India is good. Yeah,
Luck
bro.
is a big
Zia is
issue with
quite stronger
Wukong. If you're
hero.
lucky with those crits, you go big with the team fights. But you're unlucky in the early game, it kind of slows down your clear and your team fight strength in the early game.
Yeah, the RNG coming in with Wukong is actually quite a lot. So sometimes people would go with full Calamity on the Arcana to maximize the critical chance. But sometimes I would love to try with Unparalleled to get a lot more of that critical damage instead.
And we were talking about how letting the players just play what they want. This
So
is the
good.
perfect time, right? The Wukong just showing up. This is the first pick in the Asia Games qualifier. Great for them.
I'm loving the confidence coming in from the side of Team India, experimenting picks coming in towards a tournament ground here, playing to their strengths. And right now, this is the series match number 4 coming between Team India finding a win against Kingdom of Saudi Arabia.
I think this is exactly what we were asking for, right? For India to actually just play as best as they can, do whatever they want, and try their limits. And this is trying their limits. Look at the map. Look at the position of Wukong, which is very, very interesting. And he actually managed to get the Azure Golem
Winning late
with
game
no
is the
problem
most annoying
whatsoever.
champions.
Just to
Yeah,
go.
exactly.
You want to steal, you want to be aggressive. We haven't seen India do this, right? So it seems like actually they're kind of relieved, right? I mean, yeah, unfortunately for them, they're not going to be moving on, but at least it's to the point now where, again, let the players play the way that they want to play. And it is being aggressive, but they
Exactly.
too, right now, are also being invaded.
Yeah,
Stream को
they're gonna
like
be
करो.
trying the same thing. I don't think they're gonna realize it, but look at the damage
Oh,
coming
nice
in
one.
from Ashish with the help of
Nice one.
Harsh. They're gonna get the
अच्छा
first
दिन देखते हुए.
strike, and also the Azure Golem's gonna go away.
Yeah, so I mean, a huge commitment for that one, but it was a nice rotation by Harsh, really setting it up with that
Rotation
Honeysuckle
उसका
Breeze to
अच्छा था
really
actually.
knock it down.
Nice one. यार
Laning
अच्छा ही किया.
wise, they're in a much better spot because again, yeah,
3 दिन बहुत
KSA
tough
did
time
steal a
गया.
blue, but they lost their own blue, so in neck and neck, it's pretty much even in that regard.
Still even right now, unless they stay around for a little bit longer for them to get the other resources, the smaller ones. But let's take a look at Ayush. Is he gonna
बहुत
be able
ज़्यादा ही
to
tough time गया.
react to this move coming in from Faris? He's gonna lock the movement, but he's gonna pull back just a little bit. The cavalry is coming from the side.
Yeah, and this
Stand
is
up
why
yeah,
the
no.
Chano is always a prime pick, especially for the farm laner. You have that extra jump, you're able to kind of basically leapfrog away, get to safety, and the gank attempt was pretty formidable, right? Faris definitely has that little bit of control, but again, just not enough damage, especially early.
Oh, very unfortunate for Muhammad to show up too early, and they see it.
Nice
They're gonna
one.
go all
Nice
in
one.
into Muhammad. Anas is gonna be the
Nice
next target.
one.
He's gonna get pushed. Ashish is so relentless.
Holy
He's
shit.
gonna find Faris.
Oh, nice
There's gonna be
one.
strike down as well.
Nice
Double strike
one.
for him. They're gonna go for
Saudi
Ahmed,
state of
and
weakness, the
Upshot
core
is
team
tanking all the
automatically
damage from the
demonished the
tower to
face.
allow his teammates to
Oh,
go all
bhai.
in.
This is
That
good.
could not have been a
6-0.
better play by Ashish
This
there,
is
right? With
good.
the Guan Yu and why he's like top 3 most banned because the way that he's able to get on, and you'll see it in the replay. He's lurking in the top, comes in, perfect Razor Cavalry, sets it up, Soaring Green Dragon onto 3. Again, just everybody else is just rushing it through, and literally it's a drive-by, finding Ferris as well, taking them all down. KSA had no chance, especially with the numbers, and again, just a very aggressive play by India. Let them go.
No chance whatsoever, and Ashish actually just walked and galloped from top lane all the way down to the bottom lane. And let's see what he's going to do to Ayush. Ayush managed to survive that, but they did manage to get Zia in the mid lane. It's going to be a bit of a problem for Anas. Maybe when he got hit a bit too much, but look at Muhammad. He's going to try to get this damage quite a lot, but he's going to be able to survive that.
Yeah, it was very close. The dual death was used a little bit early. I felt like he might have
Ace
saved it
maybe.
because
No,
he
no,
wanted
no,
to get
not his
somebody
ace.
sweep Breeze
It's
off.
not ace.
Unfortunately, he did get hit. He was able to kind of
7-0
walk
is
away,
quite
but you
a
save your dual
good
death to
score,
the very last moment,
according to
and then
me.
you're able to go and secure that kill.
I
Unfortunately
wish
for him,
they're
again,
gonna
Harsh
hold this
with a
lead.
little bit of an outplay, just staying alive.
It's very interesting to see on how they literally just leave Ayush at bottom lane without any problem whatsoever, and they believe and are very confident with him to actually survive anything. But can he survive this? Muhammad's gonna go down in the hands of Ainul.
Yeah, so this
Right,
Wukong,
फिर
this
से.
is a problem, right?
हाँ, अच्छा
Like
खेल
the
रहा
amount
है.
of crit
क्या
and
लग रहा
the
है तेरे
way
को?
that he's
कौन
able to
जीतेगा?
find you and
First
finding
game.
Muhammad, best case
This is good
scenario, he's
actually.
the other jungler, right? You slow him down and it comes off of his expense.
Umbrella outburst connects. Anas goes down. How many times does Anas has to go down? So many times. Very unfortunate for him. His roamer is actually quite far, and they're gonna go directly to the Tyrant.
Yeah, and Akshat just like, buddy, I need help. I don't have any damage. I mean, yeah, I can take this Tyrant here, but it just really, again, just setting it up for Ainul. India right now, finding that fourth gear, if you will. They're off to a racing start, and it's not even 5 minutes in.
yeah, within 5 minutes they have 5,000 gold in front. This is very, very aggressive coming from them. It feels almost unfortunate that they didn't try something like this before, which is very aggressive with the Wukong going in, invading very early. I think it's a very good gameplay from them.
Okay, I'm gonna say, hey, let the past be in the past, my friend. All right, we moved
Okay, move
on.
on.
Okay, all right, it is what it is, and I think that no, India, this is where again you gotta let them fly, let the bird out of the cage, and they're playing well. They're up 9-0, finding all the right pickoffs. They're positioning, and they're looking to rotate in the top lane here, potentially going for another game.
Akshat is still trying to see if this is the right move for him to go in, but we have to remember, Madness hasn't been used just yet. He's still not full. He has to collect it first. That's the downside of Zhang, and he's gonna pull back
लीड
this
के भी तो ज्यादा
with
उठा लिया सोबी ने.
5,000 gold in front.
Yeah, I have enough madness for Akshaj and I to fill that bar, okay? I think that we're going to be able just fine. It's just a matter of time before they get it. But again, once they do, that's the team fight. Look at KSA right now. They know that they're behind, but they're grouping up. This is going to be less farm on the map.
Death has hit him, and he's gonna try to run away. Ashish is still okay. He knows that he's a little bit of danger, and 4 people is still nearby. But Ayush is gonna destroy the tower, and so is Anas gonna be gone.
You get out of position one time, Einol is on top of you, and the crits are real. This Wukong is a bit of a problem. If he's ever ganged up on, or if he's controlled, that's how you shut him down. KSA, though, have been caught out. They've been walking alone in these dark alleys.
Umbrella almost connects once more, but no one is doing any follow-up towards him. It's a little bit of a waste. They might have to pull back just a little bit. But look at Muhammad. He goes all the way to the front trying to find the damage, but Aino punishes his position immediately.
Yeah, I know. Just with the burst, and he just like walks away, right? Like it's like cool people don't look at explosions, and he's just getting those kills and just literally walking out, basically on a sliver of life here.
You painted a very nice picture that I actually imagined that in HD. I know he's trying to run back, and he knows that he needs to get some of his HP back. But we do know that the overall
Hawk
this
official
is
post
pre-10
ping there
minutes, so
guys. You
they
just
really have
comment.
to maybe wait for 10 minutes
Sorry,
to
you just
actually make good use
tap
of an
and check
overload.
the
All
post
lanes pushing right now.
and
I mean, everything in
get
favor of India.
chance.
The way that they've been dismantling KSA,
Like,
they are playing scared. They're holding
hold up.
hands. They're
Hey,
just like
hold on.
walking into the lane together because they know that Ainul might be there. Anas
I mean,
previously
you
walked
can.
down
I
again
mean,
just
like,
around behind his T2. He got
like
caught out.
Asian Games
No place is
co-creation
safe right
event
now
are going
for
on, guys.
KSA.
Quoting what
So
Saki
player
said
can
just a little bit
submit
just
their own
now,
voice
right
line
now
and ideas
Wukong's critical chance is
become an
very low
official
because
in-game
everything that he hits, it all
quick
procs
chat
the
voice
critical
line
damage.
during
It's a
the
lot and it's working
September
very well.
Asian Games
And that's
main
what you want
event,
to
guys.
continue on. I think that,
So submission are
Ainul has
open
just
right
found the right
now.
moments. He's got a huge
June
level edge
11
now. Now
to
start
19.
The Umbrella
Ask
almost
your
really connects.
audience
Two
to
of them
drop
go
to.
down at the
Sorry.
same time. But look at
So
Ashish. Is he gonna try to get Anas out? No, he's not. But
June
four
11
of
to
them
19,
has went
and
down. They're
just
going to get the
drop
last
your
strike or
native
not. It seems like
language
they're just gonna
chair
play it out
text
for a
under
bit
the
until the
official
minion
Hawk
comes in,
India
and they're gonna
post.
try to finish the
Community
game. It
voting
seems like a very
happens
quick one for
June
them.
23
But
to
it looks
28.
like the ultimate from
Winner
India actually
announced on
managed to clear the minion.
June
He
30.
flashes forward, even though there's no
So
more
check
minion. The
out that
Vega is here.
post.
His
I
teammate is
can
coming back
share
alive.
that link.
Will they
Hold
be
on.
able to
By
protect
the
the
way, matches
crystal?
are crazy right
Ultimate
now.
Frontier once more,
Holy
and they're gonna
shit.
go in. Muhammad trying to
15.
defend.
See,
Muhammad's still
oh.
alive, and
To be
Ashish
honest,
is finding
Saki,
a way. He
according to
gets
the
sniped
group
by
stage, I feel
Muhammad,
like
and
India
they're
get a
all
lot
still
of tough
trying to
teams in
scurry
their
away,
brackets.
but they're still
But
okay. They
according to
tried to force
me,
it out. It didn't
I
happen.
don't know. Like
Well,
it's kind of
let's be
a
very honest.
bad
Even
luck
it
for
looks
them
like Ainul
also.
will somehow
For
stay
our
alive. Didn't
boys,
get
I
a
mean,
pick off on that one, but he was playing 1 versus 4, which is kind of crazy. But I mean, India. Let's be very honest. I think we all would have just stuck around. We all would have looked to end. There was only a Nas left, and if we're checking this replay, I mean, yes, the crystal is
शुरू
wide
होगा.
open, but here come the reinforcements. It's still too early in the game where the respawn timers are too quick, and they're fortunate that they only lost Ayush.
And they have
Check
to
it out
remember
the
they
post.
have
By the
a
way,
Zia,
poster
right?
comment
So Zia is a
एकखाना
very
ये
long
कर.
range hero.
निजे
He's gonna be
native
able to
language है
pick
Bengali or
waves
Hindi
very
हो.
quickly with no
Just
problem
get a type
whatsoever.
at a post
Unfortunately
card.
for them,
We
that's the only hero that was still
কোনো একটা
alive.
just
Thanks to him
we are
going
supporting India.
going down just now.
हम लोग support कर रहे हैं. हमरा
Anas, I
support
mean,
করছি India के बोले.
the old and wise
बैके बोल
man,
लिख दीजिए I am from
somehow able
iRON
to kind
JP
of
site
salvage
बोले
at least
type
for
कर
now,
लिखे.
just buying
Can
time,
open the
right?
link.
I think
Comment
KSA,
pin check कर.
they're
Pin
fortunate
comment
that
अच्छे
the
खाने
game
के
didn't
show.
end right there. It was more about the minion waves, but again, Anas was the way he was able to kind of take down those waves. That's what kept them alive.
Look at Akshat. We all know that we can expect another Umbrella is going to be used trying to start a fight for sure, but
मेरे
Ashish
को
is going
लग
to try
रहा
to
था
do a
कि इंडिया
follow-up.
जीत जाएगा.
Umbrella
अच्छा
has
खासा
been hit.
लीड
They're
है.
going to try to get the back line. Ashish
बढ़िया.
is going to pull all of them out, and the crystal will be destroyed.
Yeah,
False hope, if you
बढ़िया.
will, right? I think
First
that there was
match,
one
guys.
hold, but it's just too far behind. There was really no way for KSA to come back into this one.
Where was this India before, man? This form is absolutely insane. Good plays all around. Very, I would say, proactive Umbrito outbursts coming in from the side of Oxcharge on that Zhang Fei. And I know that signature pick on the Wukong, that was a eye-opener here with those crits.
We need more Wukong. We need more Einel on
Agreed.
I think that's the biggest piece. It was a good change of pace for them. I mean, they're being able to set it up. I mean, yeah, they're happy, but it's just one game, right? They haven't won the series, but the way that they did it has got to be a little discouraging if you're on the KSA side.
I think this is because they don't have that pressure anymore. There's no one breathing down their neck. I think this is what makes them feel a lot more free to do anything that
अच्छा
they
गया
want.
आज का match.
And it's
What do you think,
reflected into
Sagir?
their gameplay.
What
And
is
they
your
actually
opinion on
try
this?
insane, crazy gameplays in the early on, and it actually worked.
I think it's valuable experience nonetheless because for Team India, these are the moments that you can actually gather that confidence and convert it into other tournaments, regional pro leagues, or even for your personal life itself. And I'm proud of them. In this game one itself, they did express one of the best gameplays so far that India has to offer.
And they showed up,
They
right?
showed up, yeah.
I think that in the last match, everything, again, unfortunately, again, they're not going to be making the main. But the ability to be like, okay, we're still here. We're still competitive. We are still a team that's kind of, when we're able to kind of play our play style, we're able to dominate like that game.
Really making good use of their time here to
Yeah.
get as much experience as they can. And what's wrong with trying, right? And especially in this situation. So I do think that they can try to implement this maybe back in their own league in the future because they've actually did something that is quite insane here.
I mean, it's not an everyday thing that you get to travel across the world just to play in a
Exactly.
qualifier tournament with like different region,
Exactly,
cultural
exactly.
exchange, living in a nice hotel and everything, like enjoying food with different people, exchanging thoughts with other pro players and pro teams. So I think it's a good start coming in for India, and also we
I'll
need some
promise
new stuff
myself.
coming in from Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as
I'll
well,
promise
because
myself
like we
one
said,
day.
yes, it's over for
I
India's
mean,
approach in
still
Q2
मेरा
main
ये
event,
जितना भी
but
हो
for Kingdom of
या
Saudi
ना हो,
Arabia, if they can do
Asian
better in
Games
this
में
series,
I'll
it's
represent
gonna
Team
have a
India
shot.
Yeah,
again.
and
I mean,
Einel every
yeah, I
single
used to
time when he's on that Wukong, he's
represent
just like
back in
deleting
2022
heroes. He's just
on
like cultural
Clash of
exchange. He's
Titan.
like smacking them all down, right?
So
Because he
I'm
was
gonna
having such a
represent
field day.
him
He was
one more
enjoying
time.
this hero, and you could
From
tell why this team was starting to hit
new
their groove because,
or
again,
old game,
letting
I
them
don't know,
play, they
but
were being
for
very
sure I'm gonna
aggressive,
represent.
and we want to see
I'll
more of
challenge
India playing
myself
like this.
Freedom
and
really gives them a lot of aggression for sure.
to
They're
my
much more
own
brave, much more brave
peoples,
to do
those that
these things. And
actually
I
want
think
me to
when
grow.
this is the ultimation coming out from them, we would
So
like
for
to see what
sure.
Wukong has done. He actually bought Eternity Blade, Shadow Reaper, and Axe of Torment. I think all of these really focuses down on critical strike as he should.
Yeah,
দেখা হয়েছে ও, ভাইকে নিয়ে যাও These are open calendar guys for the Kings Open Series Split 6. This is official grassroots to pathway for the semi-pro and start team in India. So you can register from this. This is the explanation video for this. It was a dual platform challenger pack 4 weekend going race. So June 19 to July 12. And many tracks complete qualifiers and competition finals. July 13, August 2. Teams can register in both pattern, maximize their chances. Top team from the split gate. Let's now become the next person from India. Please highlight the according to this is the one of the highlight event in HOK right now. With the best opportunity to show your skills and national qualifiers that so you can join. So play games representing India on big stage. Friends, India हो इंडिया का होने वाला है. Enjoy it all.
We're in 7, right?
Mid towards one hero, only one lesser in the.
I think that just
They're giving us a very good showcase.
Yeah, these are the few moments that they actually were really aggressive in the early game with Ashish coming in with a very, very crucial assistance here, coming in all the way from Clash Lane at a bare 2 minutes here. They almost aced their opponents here, but due to the
Again,
fact that the timer was just
the
so fast
gold
from
name.
Mohammed,
So it's
he
kind
came
of a
back
good
up, and this is
trade
the
for
bongsy cultural
260
exchanges that
money.
you guys were mentioning about.
there were so many. I mean, he had 8. He would catch them out, but the way he was, like, again, finding another one, that's
Wow.
cultural change for you. Where you going, brother? That's not going to happen. So, again, being able to just find the right moments. It's like when KSA, no place is safe, right?
Look at
And
this.
you're on the defensive side. And, like, that was a perfect umbrella.
Perfect umbrella outburst, catching on towards to Ahmed and also Mohammed, and just sending them back to the fountain here. As of this point, you can definitely feel that Team India is starting to have more confidence in these team fights here. Yes, they probably didn't end right here, which caused Ayush to suffer that takedown coming in with the Musashi dive. But overall, it has been a pretty good game, especially with Aino just finding those bonks, finding those backline flanks on this Wukong pick.
Just so good, just so good. I mean, the umbrella outburst, and then you have the Guan Yu as well from the top with the Razor Cavalry, but I mean, the MVP here,
Yeah,
clearly him.
it's gonna be I know 807, 40% damage coming in from him. This is not surprising, right? We know
The
that he
40%
has
damage
dealt
is
a lot of
quite
damage
a lot of
for the entire
damage.
team, and the damage taken is not
Exactly.
small. It's well, 22.8% alongside with 25.3% of total gold. I know showing up with his Wukong, very scary, very risky, and he's still able to pull it off very well.
I think so as well. It's a very mechanically difficult hero coming in for the side of Aino here. And I like the Wukong pick, right?
Yeah.
It's non-conventional, but if you put it in towards a jungle counter where he did in level 1, because of the fact that Wukong Spell 2 gives you that execution mark that you can hop on towards the jungle monster and execute it at about 15%, which technically outsmites most of the junglers in this patch.
Yeah, and actually they started things very, a different foot, right? And we had not seen them jungle invade, and they went for that because again they had the research of, oh, okay, it looks like they're gonna take their red, the blue is gonna be open, I'm gonna be able to
Exactly.
solo it as I know, and that started this snowball effect.
Which is very nice, right? Because we rarely see that from India, especially to have that confidence to actually go sort of blindly into the enemy jungle and try to steal one. And they've been lucky about it. It's very, very nice to see. It's very refreshing to see India trying something new.
It's a good game plan nonetheless coming in for the side of Team India and also Idol here. But can they actually continue their dominance here in this series is what I exactly want to find out. I want consistent coming in from Team India if they want to prove themselves to the world that they are a contending region.
I think that they have the skill and experience to do so, right? Because this is a team that we saw. Like even when the highlights were shown, most of them were about execution,
Correct.
right? When those ganks were happening, they were very patient, waiting in the brushes, and then they would walk in, and then they would spring their trap, right? That takes a team that's really good execution, and with that coordination to make those plays at the same time.
Yeah, coordination and communication, especially on how Ashish in the first ever team fight, he actually galloped his Guan Yu all the way from top to bottom without using teleportation, by the way. So I think that's very nice for him to do because this is a surprise, right? There's no announcement telling that Guan Yu is coming here, and the communication was so on point. They actually had that team fight so good that they won the first one.
It's one of those proactive plays that you need to praise players, right? Because 2 minutes into a 5v5 team fight and actually bagging all the 5 takedowns coming in from Team India, that's what really put them on the board and allowed Idol to consistently find those single pickoffs against Mohamed's Musashi in early to
Exactly.
mid game here. Then later on, it's all the Idol show. Just pouncing on, bonking any single one of the enemy team that he actually saw. And those unbridled ambush coming in from Ayush, those coming in from the side of their roamer, those were really good.
Okay, but as the coach of KSA though,
All right.
how do you stop the cultural exchange? What do you need to do here? How do you get yourself back into this series?
I think that's the difficult part, right? Because so far that we've seen, KSA seems to be lacking a bit in terms of the mechanical and also the macro department,
Huh?
which no one blames them because they are still learning, they are still emerging. So for them, same thing. You try to learn as much as possible and convert those into learning experience, and then maybe in the next game, in the next series, you try to prove yourself more. You can't shorten the gap in one single night. It's
True.
not feasible. You have to get the experience and then slowly build that path.
I would say probably try your very best to play with your comfort hero first.
Yes, I would
And
say
maybe
so.
that's the good place to start, sort of, because there's not much of a risk for them to actually try to go with their comfort heroes, even though it might not work, even
Yeah.
though it's not the meta hero. But at the very least, they understand that hero first. It's
Like
always the first step of learning process.
Yeehaw, first of the day.
Yeah, I think it's a good start. Rather than trying to force something that you are not really comfortable with, and also maybe probably try to rotate more with your friends from the mid lane jungle and the roamer to do a little bit of those gold sharing.
Exactly, right? I think I like the fact that Holler brought up the thing that you cannot be playing scared and just go all out. Like you can see on the screen itself, there is a player swap coming in for Muaf, swapping in for Youssef. So Youssef will be taking on the original role. We know for a fact that Youssef has had a lot of game time coming in with the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia squad. So maybe coming in, he will bring a different chemical reaction with the team itself against a specific matchup.
Okay, what kind of chemical reaction is going to be?
I
I
agree
need to
with
be
you.
very careful. I don't know. I'm fire resistant, I would think, but I want to be very safe here. And
I think a good chemical reaction was to set the confidence level to a higher one. We're not talking
okay.
about the actual chemistry. We're talking about like
Oh,
actual
Oh, okay.
mental chemical reaction
it,
here.
got it.
Maybe like a player of a certain team is like maybe they're not the most mechanically best at something, but they have the leadership or they have the mentality of a captain that can bring the team atmosphere up when everyone is down.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of aspects to this, right? That's contributing to how the game is being played. Also, how well they know each other. Maybe this player might bring in terms of shot calling inside the game. Maybe he's much more of a leader that can try to oversee with a better vision throughout the entire map. So it's all going to be depending on how they're going to execute this, knowing that all of these factors are going to play a lot of effect into the gameplay.
Yeah, and it looks like the teams are getting ready. We're going to be starting the draft here. But one thing to take note of, India right now, it seems like they're very jovial. They're in a great spot, right? Being
Maintain
1-0,
all those
I think that they're going to be comfortable with that. But it
tabs.
looks like they're going to start things off with
It's
a
kind of
1 pick.
difficult. The three screens
Well,
are
we've
there,
seen a
so
lot
you have
pull-up
to
pick
control
coming in
all
from
those
Upcharge. I
things.
would say that in the first few days, it wasn't as consistent. And coming off of a
Hi,
frustrating win that
hi, hi,
Zhangfei
Hello,
just
sir.
now, I would say that he's more confident right now in finding better engages or more daring ones in towards the back line here. KSA picking up a rather safe 1-2 here. One of the tournament's most picked duo, the Chano and Zhangfei here as their 1-2.
I'm actually quite surprised that India did not take Janvi as the first hero. I was expecting Janvi to be picked because that seems to me like one of the best performing hero for them just now. But it seems like they're going with Xiao Xiao and Erin, two magical heroes. But of course, Erin's basic attack is gonna be focusing on physical attacks. This is gonna be quite interesting. Two damage has appeared. We might see maybe a couple more tanks coming in from India.
If I'm being completely honest, I'm not 100% on the Aaron train usually, especially going up against a Chano. I definitely think that this is not a great laning phase for you.
Yes.
You obviously have a potential late game, you know, assuming you're rolling, right? But it's not going to be easy. So it comes really back to like Ayush. How does he play with this one? Again, he's not the guy. It's mainly been Ainul to really setting up this team for success.
Hmm.
So far, I think regarding the Aaron pick, right, I would rather have a
Maybe
Dionysia
they're gonna
which could
ban
really
Wukong.
set the pacing
If
for
they
the team
take, I don't
itself in
know.
dodging some of the unbridled outbursts with illegal immunity and also go 50-50 in the laning phase against the channel here. But maybe it's a confident pick coming in from Ayush because we have seen him pick it multiple times in this tournament.
He's
Coming
comfortable on it. Yeah.
Yeah, coming a little back towards what Holo just said just now about Erin, I do agree with you because Laurel Bloom, if I'm not mistaken, can also shoot its target towards the Spirit Wolves,
Wukong is
which might be a
banned, not
waste
banning it.
of the
I don't know,
projectiles coming in
maybe,
from Erin's ultimate. So
maybe
I agree with
counter or
Sunny as
something.
well
Mid
because the
lane,
Reddit might
two
be a
mid lanes
preferred
are
pick here.
banned.
Oh yeah, then KSA comes in here, locking in the Nurta here as one of the. I would say Nurta has been skyrocketing in popularity recently, man. Like out of the last 2 days, it has been increasing more and more appearance rates here,
Yeah.
and you can start to see the confidence oozing out of Team India here. Molan, second pick of the tournament here, and also Xuanze, our first one of this Asian Games qualifier.
Oh, going with both. I mean, both of them, first pick for both. I mean, why not at this point? We were saying, hey, let the birds out of the cage, and we're seeing it right across all the different roles, and going with both of them to kind of go into game two. Pretty interesting picks here.
I think you're gonna like this, Holler, because Sean is gonna be very interesting on how the gameplay might be a little bit similar towards Wukong because the damage is gonna be all focused on critical. So you know what, more or less the same.
I'm for it. I'm for it. Let's see it exactly. And as we go into this game, any final thoughts before we go in?
Final thoughts, I want to see this transfer pick shine once again. Back-to-back first debut picks of the jungle with more assassin picks here coming in from Ainul. He is trying to go out with a bang.
With a bang indeed, and this is gonna be the second game between both of these teams. I'm pretty sure India is on fire right now, and they're gonna try to prove to us once more how they can perform very well with Mulan and Xuanzhe and Xiao Chao. It's gonna be quite fun, very fun indeed.
Yeah, it definitely will be fun here. But the lineup, okay. When you're talking about the Neza, you've got the battlefield command from Manas. It's like the delivery system, right? Two people right on top of you. That's the initiation that you're looking for. The problem, though, is that if you're looking kind of at Faris and Youssef, both kind of immobile, not as fast. So
True.
the synchronization of the team fight, when they do happen, when he does try to go for that launch, you got to be on point, right?
True.
You cannot be slow. You can't be early. You got to be right on time.
Yeah, you can't go one by one. I totally agree with you. But again, exactly like what happened in the previous game, India and KSA, both of them actually traded their blue buff. Azure Golem's gonna be swapped, but it seems like he's gonna get caught here. Stun has been used by Janfei. They're going to go
I
in
have
and try to push
tried to
Faris.
play
Faris
safe
is
fight.
might go
I don't
down
know,
right
the
now.
Indian people
Might
are very
overextend just
aggressive,
a little bit,
so
not expecting there's
they
gonna be a cavalry
exactly
arriving to back up
the
India.
way they play today.
I know, just styling on all the heroes that we haven't seen. Again, just letting the man play those like the heroes that we again haven't seen. Right, that hook was perfect, and the fact that Faris was in a bad spot. I mean, it was just the perfect setup. And again, why India India is doing, or they're in the driver's seat here.
Ashish actually manages to survive that execute and he will try to recall first. But again, Schwanche's skill set is really confusing sometimes to people who hasn't seen it before for sure. He's gonna be able to sort of hook and like throw them to his back and make sure that he hits them. But the damage actually comes from basic attack, which hurts a lot.
Oh,
And that's just another hook, right?
nice
Just
one.
setting it up. It's just out of control. Muhammad just in a bad spot, gets hooked again. Einol just playing with his
This is
food.
good.
The
India,
damage is a lot. And you
e-game
can see on
for, I
Faris,
don't know,
he's
but
not ready yet. He
they
doesn't have his
should
armor down, but he's still at level 4.
play this
But look at
game.
Harsh. Harsh is so ready to steal this
I don't know,
jungle,
like
but he
some
did not
picks are
manage to
very
do so.
good,
Ahmed
cracking are very good.
managed to land the
Like
last hit.
India showing their
Actually,
actual
Faris is not level 4, so
gameplay.
he's not able to,
And
you know,
to be
defend
honest,
his enemies.
India
So they're gonna
brackets are
need it
very
soon, but he
tough
doesn't even have it
according
at
to
this
the
moment.
They're
other
all grouping
teams
up,
in
and
this
Jurgol and Faris, are they
Asian
going to try
games,
to force
and
it out? No, they're
they're
not. They're going to be
really
much more
heavily
safer than that.
countered by some
With
teams,
the
but still they're
2,000
trying
gold
their best.
lead,
So
this is
we have
quite early
to
for India.
support
Just
our
they hit
nation
the
first.
3-minute mark, up about
So then their
2.5k. Really sets up with Einol. Like
gameplay are
his ability to
literally
farm, his
different
ability
today.
to execute and to find players, and they found Yusuf in the mid lane. This is looking disastrous for KSA.
Yusuf is gonna lose his hero in a bit, and I think it's gonna be quite problematic for them. This is not the first time that the mid lane of KSA is gonna go down. Previously it was Anas, but right now Anas has changed his role, playing at Clash lane. He's gonna try to run away. Ashish is gonna try to
Oh,
pull him
nice one.
back, but the Battlefield man actually saved him.
Yeah, it definitely did save him. I mean, that's one way to deal with the hook, but a way Einol was able to kind of get that
It's one
initial
down
hook,
from
and
the
now
India.
you're threatening. Look at, he's just diving the back line.
Oh, nice
Yeah,
one.
he's really going all in, no problem whatsoever. Muhammad is still trying to protect his teammate, but I know is so angry. Ana is gonna go down as well. Muhammad almost got hooked, but he is all right.
Oh my gosh, I know how you like a good hooker, Adam. And I mean, Einol's just been on point, just hitting him time and time again. The only one he didn't get was that last one because, again, the speed, that just barely out of range. I mean, but Einol's completely styling here.
Yeah, they're gonna go to Titan right now. Titan's gonna be started by Ainul, definitely, but Ainul's HP is actually quite low, and Fari's not gonna do anything because it's a bit too risky, especially when there's 4,000 gold difference. But we haven't seen any movement coming in from Muhammad.
Yeah, we haven't yet because he hasn't had that space to really kind of, feel comfortable enough to go in. Einol's at half, though. Misses the hook there.
Oh, okay, it is a good hook, but it didn't hit. But it's gonna try to take Muhammad. Muhammad's gonna go down, and Muhammad is actually building a full physical item. So this is why he is extremely squishy. And I'm not sure if this is the best decision that he has.
It doesn't look like that. Einol has almost all the buffs as well, so his ability to just take them down top lane, getting that solo onto Nas, this is looking rough. KSA right now, they have one kill to their name, but mainly they've lost their jungle and falling way behind as they're down 5k.
Extremely way behind for sure. How are they gonna try to win this out? Ahmed needs to farm as much as he can, but how can he farm when Ashish is all over him all the time and they're gonna try to get
Candy
him,
playing
but
good.
Ashish is gonna be able to
I
run
mean,
away
Candy
with
play
no
well,
problem
and
whatsoever.
I don't know.
Oh, that was one where they actually had him in a good spot, but then Muhammad tried to go for the Skyfall way too late.
Damage is quite high. Faris is still okay. He managed to run away, but look at Ashish. Oh, he missed his first kill. He wanted to slash, but look at this. A very good raging sea hitting both of them, and Anas cannot help him at all.
Cannot help at all. And I mean, this is where the wheels kind of fallen off, right? Muhammad, he wants to be
और
aggressive. He
हर में ये
wants to
तो
be
गेम खत्म कर
skyfalling
देगा
your
ऐसा लग
back
रहा है
line,
मुझे.
but he gets getting jumped, and he doesn't really. I mean, he's pretty much a melee creep, just trying to jungle at this point because he's not able to get anything going. He is so far behind. I mean, look at the gold.
Yeah.
He's second from the bottom.
Second for the bottom, indeed. They're going to try to focus down on the high ground tower. Are they going to force it out? A very high damage coming in from them. At least it seems like Anas needs to pull back just a little bit. But again, the Ninja, Muhammad, with a full physical build, he's not going to be able to use a Grand Skyfall to the back line.
Can't. I mean, how can you, right? The way that they're even grouping, it's almost like, a terrible decision to go. And taking the bottom T3 here, India right now just like taking over this game.
Yeah, they're going to try to group up around the bottom area, still trying to see if this is a good chance, this is a good time for us to go in or not, but it seems like they're going to play it safe. The trigger discipline is still very well kept by India. They're still having the Ashish down at the bottom lane, trying to pressure on that side to make sure that on the other side of the map, they can try to destroy the tower.
Look at Ashish like striking a pose, just like waiting because it's like somebody. I mean, it's wide open. As long as the minion wave hits, somebody has to rotate. So again, India doing incredibly well. This positioning is amazing, but they found him.
Oh, the damage is so high, but then again, it did not connect. Ashish goes down.
Oh,
We're still waiting for
Ashish
Akash to
goes
actually
down,
start
guys.
the fight, but they did not manage to do so because he was overextending for sure.
Yeah, I know the teams are not actually trash talking, but I will implement the trash talking because here we go, the umbrella uppers on.
Umbrella Opus is very good, and it seems like they're trying to go all in. The Blazing Brilliant hasn't been used yet, but Raging Sea is so good. Double
Nice
strike
one.
has been done, triple strike, in
Oh,
fact. They're
nice
gonna
one
destroy
by
the high
Candy.
ground tower, and I'm not
If you wanna end
surprised
the
that
game,
they're gonna be trying to
bro,
destroy
it's
all
only
the way
seven
into the
minute
crystal.
games.
No one's gonna come out in time. Still waiting for the minion who has been slowed by the debuff coming from the tower, and the crystal will be destroyed by India.
Bro,
iRON just
Steven.
doing everything right on this one. I
OG
mean,
gameplay,
he was
guys,
just
from the
like
Team India.
letting the Sage's Sanctuary pop because they had such a good, lead that they knew that they won. They had the crystal wide open. There was really no chance for KSA in that one.
A very good way of bowing out the tournament coming in for the side of Team India here. Yes, they do not make into the main event of the Asian Games, but the way that they showcase that they have the actual skills, the commitment, the practice is something to be respectful of going into the future of the HOK careers.
Yeah, I think India really showed and shined in this one, right? I think that if you're looking at a team that's like, okay, how can we show up? How can we ensure that, we make a name for ourselves? That's the way to do it. India right now, they looked phenomenal in that series.
Very phenomenal for
EWC
sure,
में EWC
and it
में
seems
देखना
like
चाहते हैं
they
कि इंडिया
really
क्या
do know
करेगा
what
तो
they're doing. They can play super well. They've proven to the world that they know what they're doing, and all they have to do is just polish a little bit more.
Yeah, just polish it a little bit more, have more games, have more time, have more experience here. So the Asian Games have concluded coming in for Team India. The India standing with a 1 win and 3 loss in their respective group.
Yeah, go out on a high. And I think that
On a
that's
high.
best case scenario for India here, especially after the first 3 series for them. But being able to do it against KSA and to do it in that way, I mean, it's got to be nothing but, a huge confidence boost for this team moving forward.
For sure. And there's a lot of things that KSN needs to learn as well, such as maybe itemization that is much more suitable for certain heroes and such. I think they are on the right track as well. There's something wrong with what they're doing right now, but of course, don't be discouraged. There's a long way to go. We are all still fresh here as well.
Yeah, no one knows how to fly on their first day, right? I mean, we can't fly as humans here, but you can't run on your first day here. So when you start off HOK, it's like you're starting off as a baby trying to walk or trying to run. These are just the baby steps that KSA and Team India will be having here. Unfortunately, both teams coming in for KSA and also India won't be making it to the main event. But this is not the only chance. There's more to come.
Yeah, if it makes the KSA fans any better, I'm still a baby in this game as well. So I think that we're all kind of in that boat. Well, no, not you guys. You guys are actually pretty good at this game. But I do think that, there's always 1,000 things that you could do better, right? Let's be very honest. And I think as long as you're playing mistake-free, which is almost impossible, but everybody will strive for that.
Trust me, even the best team in the world keep on saying that there's still a lot for them to learn. So what about us, right? So I'm pretty sure that everyone is learning at their own pace, and you know what? Just take your time and do it in your own way because different people have different style of learning and catching up.
As long as you're
Exactly.
committing the practice, committing the learning curve, and you're using your time wisely into learning about anything, right? HOK, life itself, a new skill, you will always be rewarded at the end of the day because that's just how life is. You have to commit something to gain something.
Okay, but I'm afraid of commitment, so
India did the
I'm just
best.
gonna ride that out.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're not. But I mean, look, KSA. I think in terms of just like the growth, I think that they like more experience, more reps, definitely playing with one another. Just like huddle
What
in,
is it?
and for the next like 3 months, just
Hmm.
lock yourself in a room, so to speak, and then just play this game to because you're only gonna improve from here on out.
I agree. It's all about putting those hours in, and we call it practice.
You
Long
আবার
term
সল্টে
is
গেছি
practice. So they have to practice
আবার
as
সল্টে
much as they
গেছিল
can, for sure, for anyone
কন্ট্রাক্টরই
to
কাজ
actually
করছে
improve
নাকি
on anything. Because the reaction, the
কিসের
timing,
কন্ট্রাক্টর
subconsciously memorizing the timing of every hero's skill and common skills as well. That's very important.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, right? As you play more and more and more,
এখন তো তাও
sometimes
পাবে
there's different learners. Some people will actually
টিএমসি টাইমে তো পাচ্ছিল না
actively remember flash timers or like specific spell timers like the battlefield command coming with the Liu Bang, or like the Holy's Burning Sun Arrow, those are important timers that could affect the game, or even to a more critical level coming in from, let's say, the other regions, Classic Pro League, they start memorizing the buff respawn timer after taking it down, so they can better plan invasions or counter plays coming in for the team to build that goal lead here. So you gotta learn these sort of things to better improve your experience in Honor of Kings.
I agree, I agree. And the fact that some of those
কথা বলতে পারবে না
professional players, by the way,
কথা বলতে
how
পারবে
do
না
they know which buff the enemy jungle is taking is by opening up the scoreboard, checking their gold. If their goal is this much, oh, they're at the red buff. If their goal is this much, oh, they're at the blue buff. So that is just next level. I cannot catch to that level.
Oh yeah.
But that's how deep the game is, right? Most teams, you'll hear them every 30 seconds, there'll be like a timer, like somebody just making calls, because the movements revolve around what time it is in the game, right? Especially in the early game when things are very fixed. You know when the minions are going out, you know when the tyrant is going to spawn, you have these things set up. So everything revolves around these timers.
And timers such as the first objective in the game. How do you push the mid wave? Do you go for the invade? Do you go for the fire being in the bot lane? Or do you go and help your Clash Lane counter out some camps from the enemy top side? River Sprite, respawn timers, all these are really important in Honor of Kings, and I believe it should be vastly picked up by not only pro players, but also regular players trying to go pro or just have fun in HOK.
And honestly, the damage coming out from Ahmed is actually quite a lot. He was trying to defend himself all alone just now, but again, the chance for him to actually do a lot of damage output was there, and he actually managed to do so.
And I mean, this gold graph, full control, you kind of saw what was happening, right? Even when India was like winning, like Einol, with the way he was able to just ambush people, it seemed like he could play almost any hero and he would have had an impact, because he was always in the back lines, setting it up. He had so many good plays because, again, he's just so aggressive and understands the hero.
Maybe it's a mentality thing for this Team India. It's like they're too locked by their pressure. It's like that. Maybe it's like a team pressure, a goal pressure that they actually have on themselves to actually perform good in their first tournament, which made them more, I wouldn't say scared. Scared is not the word. More limited or restricted in their own gameplay.
Yeah, I understand. And sometimes maybe this also affects in the different places as well. Let's say an example. They were practicing other heroes. They were very comfortable with Chuancha, with Wukong from the India side. But when they arrive here in Malaysia and they realize, wait a minute, everyone else is using different.
To HOK Open Series Split 6. This new split brings bigger rewards and brand new format. It's easier than ever to join in, and you'll get a great gaming experience here. Players, are you ready? We've launched a brand new challenger path this split, which runs on a point system. Matches start at 19 o'clock every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, from June 19th to July 12th. With flexible play times and plenty of tokens to win, this path is perfect for casual players. You get 10 points for every win and lose 5 points for every defeat. After 4 weeks of matches, the top 2 teams in each region will earn a direct spot in the next round. If you prefer exciting competitive matches, our classic elite path is still here. Teams will compete in open qualifiers to make it to the top 8. Then these teams will play in group matches, and only the top 4 will move forward. In the final stage, the top 4 teams from the Elite Path and top 2 teams from the Challenger Path will compete in a double elimination playoff to crown the ultimate regional winner. Players are welcome to form teams and participate in both Challenger Path and Elite Path. However, please note that a single team cannot claim multiple promotion spots. So, if you unfortunately miss out on advancing through the Challenger Path, the Elite Path will serve as your perfect second chance to launch another charge. The Open S6 schedule is as follows. June 15th, July 12th, registration for the Challenger Path opens. June 19th, July 12th, the points race begins. Players can register freely throughout this entire period, form a team of 5 to 7 players, and start competing immediately once their team is confirmed and locked. July 12th, the points race concludes, and the top 2 teams on the leaderboard are finalized. Challenger Path roster rules. During the points race, team captains can unlock their teams to adjust the roster. While unlocked, players are also free to leave the team. However, please note that doing this will reset all your team's points to 0. Still, you can use this opportunity to reorganize and boost your team's competitiveness. July 13th, July 17th. Registration for the Elite Path opens. Unlike the points race, players must lock their teams within this specific window. Once confirmed and locked, no roster adjustments will be permitted until the conclusion of Open S6, July 18th, July 21st. Open qualifiers kick off to determine the elite top 8, July 25th, July 26th. The top 8 will battle it out in a round-robin group stage to decide the top 4. August 1st, August 2nd, the top 4 from the Elite Path will finally collide with the top 2 from the Challenger Path in playoffs with a double elimination bracket to crown the regional winner. We're also expanding our tournament map. Following the launch of HOK in India, the Open Series Split 6 will officially add a brand new India region, expanding our overall footprint to a total of 16 regions. Indian players, are you ready? The rewards for this split have also been greatly upgraded. You will get basic rewards just for signing up and taking part in either path. The higher your rank, the better prizes you get. Here's what you can get based on where you finish. Top 16, 500 tokens per person. Top 8, 1,000 tokens per person. Top 4, 2,000 tokens per person. Top 2, up to a massive 4,000 tokens per person. Furthermore, the regional overall cash prize pool will no longer be limited to just the regional first and second. It will now be shared among the top 1 to 8 teams based on their final standings in the playoffs. Beyond playing the game, you can also earn highly valuable tokens and cash through content creation. A massive prize pool of over $5,000 and 300,000 tokens awaits you in the HOK Studio creator missions. Get your teammates together and claim your rewards. Big rewards, exciting matches. The new Open Split is here. Stand with your partners and win your glory. Open for all for victory.
Sets of heroes.
That is I don't like.
Begin
90% damage coming in from him. I think iRON is a person who is so comfortable with a basic attack based hero, right? Because Chuancha, Wukong both really focus down on basic attacks and the critical hit that's coming in from the basic attack. I think he might excel in these kinds of heroes, so maybe he should just focus on these kinds whenever he's playing jungle.
Now, I'm on the rejecting side of that idea because
Okay.
I feel like if you're going pro in HOK, you can't only have a dimension of a hero, you can't only be knowing how to play assassin and carries here because compositions are so vast and so much available
Flexible.
here, like flexible, you know? You need to
Yeah,
be
exactly.
able to be versatile as a player. You can
Welcome to HOK Open Series Split 6. This new split brings bigger rewards and brand new format. It's easier than ever to join in, and you'll get a great gaming experience here. Players, are you ready? We've launched a
Link in
brand new
description,
challenger
guys, so you
path
can
this
restore
split, which runs on a
this
point
Elite
system.
6 tournament.
Matches start at 19 o'clock every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from June 19th to July 12th. With flexible play times and plenty of tokens to win, this path is perfect for casual players. You get 10 points for every win and lose 5 points for every defeat. After 4 weeks of matches, the top 2 teams in each region will earn a direct spot in the next round. If you prefer exciting competitive matches, our classic elite path is still here. Teams will compete in open qualifiers to make it to the top 8. Then these teams will play in group matches and only the top 4 will move forward. In the final stage, the top 4 teams from the Elite Path and top 2 teams from the Challenger Path will compete in a double elimination playoff to crown the ultimate regional winner. Players are welcome to form teams and participate in both Challenger Path and Elite Path.
Nice.
However, please note that a single team cannot claim multiple promotion spots. So, if you unfortunately miss out on advancing through the Challenger Path, the Elite Path will serve as your perfect second chance to launch another charge. The Open S6 schedule is as follows. June 15th, July 12th, registration for the Challenger Path opens. June 19th, July 12th, the points race begins. Players can register freely throughout this entire period, form a team of 5 to 7 players, and start competing immediately once their team is confirmed and locked. July 12th, the points race concludes and the top 2 teams on the leaderboard are finalized. Challenger Path roster rules. During the points race, team captains can unlock their teams to adjust the roster. While unlocked, players are also free to leave the team. However, please note that doing this will reset all your team's points to 0. Still, you can use this opportunity to reorganize and boost your team's competitiveness. July 13th, July 17th. registration for the Elite Path opens. Unlike the points race, players must lock their teams within this specific window. Once confirmed and locked, no roster adjustments will be permitted until the conclusion of Open S6, July 18th, July 21st. Open qualifiers kick off to determine the Elite Top 8, July 25th, July 26th. The top 8 will battle it out in a round-robin group stage to decide the top 4. August 1st, August 2nd, the top 4 from the Elite Path will finally collide with the top 2 from the Challenger Path in playoffs with a double elimination bracket to crown the regional winner. We're also expanding our tournament map. Following the launch of HOK in India, the Open Series Split 6 will officially add a brand new India region, expanding our overall footprint to a total of 16 regions. Indian players, are you ready? The rewards for this split have also been greatly upgraded. You will get basic rewards just for signing up and taking part in either path. The higher your rank, the better prizes you get. Here's what you can get based on where you finish. Top 16, 500 tokens per person. Top 8, 1,000 tokens per person. Top 4, 2,000 tokens per person. Top 2, up to a massive 4,000 tokens per person. Furthermore, the regional overall cash prize pool will no longer be limited to just the regional first and second. It will now be shared among the top 1 to 8 teams based on their final standings in the playoffs. Beyond playing the game, you can also earn highly valuable tokens and cash through content creation. A massive prize pool of over $5,000 and 300,000 tokens awaits you in the HOK Studio creator missions. Get your teammates together and claim your rewards. Big rewards, exciting matches. The new Open Split is here. Stand with your partners and win your glory. Open for all for victory. Welcome to HOK Open Series Split 6. This new split brings bigger rewards and brand new format. It's easier than ever to join in, and you'll get a great gaming experience here. Players, are you ready? We've launched a brand new Challenger Path this split, which runs on a point system. Matches start at 19 o'clock every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, from June 19th to July 12th. With flexible play times and plenty of tokens to win, this path is perfect for casual players. You get 10 points for every win and lose 5 points for every defeat. After 4 weeks of matches, the top 2 teams in each region will earn a direct spot in the next round. If you prefer exciting competitive matches, our classic Elite Path is still here. Teams will compete in open qualifiers to make it to the top 8. Then these teams will play in group matches and only the top 4 will move forward. In the final stage, the top 4 teams from the Elite Path and top 2 teams from the Challenger Path will compete in a double elimination playoff to crown the ultimate regional winner. Players are welcome to form teams and participate in both Challenger Path and Elite Path. However, please note that a single team cannot claim multiple promotion spots. So, if you unfortunately miss out on advancing through the Challenger Path, the Elite Path will serve as your perfect second chance to launch another charge. The Open S6 schedule is as follows. June 15th, July 12th, registration for the Challenger Path opens. June 19th, July 12th, the points race begins. Players can register freely throughout this entire period, form a team of 5 to 7 players, and start competing immediately once their team is confirmed and locked. July 12th, the points race concludes and the top 2 teams on the leaderboard are finalized. Challenger Path roster rules. During the points race, team captains can unlock their teams to adjust the roster. While unlocked, players are also free to leave the team. However, please note that doing this will reset all your team's points to 0. Still, you can use this opportunity to reorganize and boost your team's competitiveness. July 13th, July 17th. Registration for the Elite Path opens. Unlike the points race, players must lock their teams within this specific window. Once confirmed and locked, no roster adjustments will be permitted until the conclusion of Open S6, July 18th, July 21st. Open qualifiers kick off to determine the Elite Top 8, July 25th, July 26th. The top 8 will battle it out in a round-robin group stage to decide the top 4. August 1st, August 2nd, the top 4 from the Elite Path will finally collide with the top 2 from the Challenger Path in playoffs with a double elimination bracket to crown the regional winner. We're also expanding our tournament map. Following the launch of HOK in India, the Open Series Split 6 will officially add a brand new India region, expanding our overall footprint to a total of 16 regions. Indian players, are you ready? The rewards for this split have also been greatly upgraded. You will get basic rewards just for signing up and taking part in either path. The higher your rank, the better prizes you get. Here's what you can get based on where you finish. Top 16, 500 tokens per person. Top 8, 1,000 tokens per person. Top 4, 2,000 tokens per person. Top 2, up to a massive 4,000 tokens per person. Furthermore, the regional overall cash prize pool will no longer be limited to just the regional first and second. It will now be shared among the top 1 to 8 teams based on their final standings in the playoffs. Beyond playing the game, you can also earn highly valuable tokens and cash through content creation. A massive prize pool of over $5,000 and 300,000 tokens awaits you in the HOK Studio creator missions. Get your teammates together and claim your rewards. Big rewards, exciting matches. The new Open Split is here. Stand with your partners and win your glory. Open for all for victory. Welcome to HOK Open Series Split 6. This new split brings bigger rewards and brand new format. It's easier than ever to join in, and you'll get a great gaming experience here. Players, are you ready? We've launched a brand new Challenger Path this split, which runs on a point system. Matches start at 19 o'clock every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from June 19th to July 12th. With flexible play times and plenty of tokens to win, this path is perfect for casual players. You get 10 points for every win and lose 5 points for every defeat. After 4 weeks of matches, the top 2 teams in each region will earn a direct spot in the next round. If you prefer exciting competitive matches, our classic Elite Path is still here. Teams will compete in open qualifiers to make it to the top 8. Then these teams will play in group matches and only the top 4 will move forward. In the final stage, the top 4 teams from the Elite Path and top 2 teams from the Challenger Path will compete in a double elimination playoff to crown the ultimate regional winner. Players are welcome to form teams and participate in both Challenger Path and Elite Path. However, please note that a single team cannot claim multiple promotion spots. So, if you unfortunately miss out on advancing through the Challenger Path, the Elite Path will serve as your perfect second chance to launch another charge. The Open S6 schedule is as follows. June 15th, July 12th, registration for the Challenger Path opens. June 19th, July 12th, the points race begins. Players can register freely throughout this entire period, form a team of 5 to 7 players, and start competing immediately once their team is confirmed and locked. July 12th, the points race concludes and the top 2 teams on the leaderboard are finalized. Challenger Path roster rules. During the points race, team captains can unlock their teams to adjust the roster. While unlocked, players are also free to leave the team. However, please note that doing this will reset all your team's points to 0. Still, you can use this opportunity to
able to play tanks, fighters, and also the other heroes like the frontlines and assassins here. So you cannot be only at one dimension. You need to be multiple.
ডায়মন্ড দিয়েছে নেমে কত বড় আপডেট দিয়েছে अरे और करना ठीक खेलना अरे भाई और बोलছে दो दो आवर का वॉच पार्टी कर लो उसके बाद ही खेल पाओगे হ্যাঁ আমাকে বলছে 2 ঘন্টার ওয়াচ পার্টি করে নিতে তারপরেই খেলতে পারবো তাই বলছে আজও ভাই হ্যাঁ অনেক কিছু চেঞ্জ করেছে তো গেম স্মুথ হয়েছে ভাই আমি কি করে করবো ভাই এতক্ষণ ওয়াচ পার্টি এন্ড হয়ে গেছে, আমি ডিলে করেছিলাম একটু।
But which is like
Spend event currency to bid on high-value rewards. The auction uses a hidden
In the face the situation for Anjana,
দাঁড়াও
right? He
দেখি,
was all by
তুমি
himself.
আমার
It was
লাইভ
just a
স্ট্রিমটা
matter of
দেখো,
time.
খেলতে
When they
এই
lost the
কয়েক লাস্ট
bottom
ম্যাচটা একটা
T2,
করে
they
নে,
had an
তারপরে খেলবো।
entire push from Hong Kong, China. They're like, okay, we don't care about kills, but we'll figure out and take objectives away, and this is how we're going to win this
হ্যাঁ,
game.
ইন্ডিয়ার
It
ম্যাচে
seems
তো
like
হয়
they
কয়েকদিন তোমার
need to hold it down towards the
মালয়েশিয়াতে
mid lane.
চলছিল
He was
লার্নিং।
recalling in the middle
আমার
of the open,
আমার
and
বন্ধুরাই
flash
খেলছে
has
সব।
been used by Sakin.
Yeah, Nisanda down for the count on this one.
হ্যাঁ,
Zikin
গ্রাফিক্স
making him
ভালো
pay.
করেছে।
This is a guy that we've seen time and time again.
কি হয়েছে?
His alias, his IGN is actually Snow. He has a lot of history on the
সিনেমা
Hong Kong
চলছে।
esports scene. Just remember to respect his name. But this is actually the first time we've been calling him by his
নতুন
shoulder
নতুন
name.
কয়েকটা হিরো আসবে
Oh,
এই
this
থেকে।
is very interesting right there. They're gonna try to clear out the minion as much as possible in mid lane, and
এটা
rotation is
কেমন
gonna be
কথা?
done by Hong Kong China.
পয়সা মানে
Placing
রিয়েল
him
ক্যাশ?
at bottom lane, but look at how they try to slowly creep forward, trying to
আচ্ছা
see
আচ্ছা,
if
গট ইট
there's
গট
any
ইট।
chance for them to start a team fight. But it seems like they're still trying to hold back Sri
হ্যাঁ
Lanka.
ওটাই।
A lot of respects coming out from them, but they have no vision towards the Crimson Golden.
Yeah, and the rich get richer, right? They just shifted things. They were able to take that away. They had the
পারছি না
vision
আর,
game, and it looked like Sri Lanka
2 ঘন্টা
probably
কি
looked
করে
like
করবো?
they had chances. Mind you, if we're talking about this gold graph, it was definitely in their favor.
Yeah.
But Hong
হুম?
Kong, China, the way that they're efficiently taking things off of the map. Yes, they might be down in kills, but they're getting the neutrals, which is actually helping accelerate this farm here.
I agree, and they are suffocating Sri Lanka away from any economical advantage. But it seems like Tremor Smash coming in.
Yeah, he's looking to go for that backside, but the ghost ship is going to be used. He's actually on the other side of that, and Malko's going to be taken down.
দাঁড়াও,
They
লাস্ট
get
কয়েকটা
the
পয়েন্ট আমি
freeze
বলে দিই।
on Shinzan, who's going to get away, but they've gotten what they wanted.
So
The
by
Azure
the way,
Gold
Honor
as
of Kings
well as
Open
that kill.
Series Split 6
Any
का
other
रजिस्ट्रेशन
team
स्टार्ट
that
हो
would
चुका है,
just
लिंक इन डिस्क्रिप्शन।
continue
इवन
trying to continue that team fight with
guys,
Malka, but
one of the
Hong Kong,
best
China,
exciting things, Asian Games
so
co-creation
disciplined, doesn't
event
want
are
to do
also
any
open.
unnecessary mistakes at
Player can
all.
submit
Also
their own
because of what
voice line
happened
and
just now in the
ideas
earlier fight, right?
because
Because they got
and
punished,
become
and
a
it's proven
official
that Sri Lanka
in-game
can actually
quick
still
chat
fight
voice
against them,
line during
even
the
though they have
September
one
Asian Game
hand
event.
tied behind their back.
So and that was the main game
Actually,
event.
it's a
The
huge
submission are
confidence
open
boost,
right
right?
now,
When you're able to go in
sorry,
and
June
you
11
know, that
to
early game
19.
has been
So
largely
you
in favor
can
of Sri Lanka
drop
by
your
moments, but the way that
native
Hong Kong has
language
just
chair
completely
text under the
weathered the storm,
official
and in the
HOK
past
India
like
post.
3 minutes,
Post link in
shifted it
comment
back to
ping
like
on,
all of
I
a
mean,
sudden to like a
like
4K net worth lead. That is
pinned in comment
absolutely
also
massive
and
for Hong Kong
description
China.
also.
Really
So go and
controlling
check
the
it out
entire
once
map,
and
and
comment
Wande hasn't even finished his doomsday just yet,
official
but you
post.
can see X
And
of Drama is
community
done.
voting
He's on
happens
the way to
from June
maybe make
23
initial
to
opener
28.
plays, but definitely a
So
very
winner
high damage coming in
announced
from
June
Fateh. It
30.
seems like he was the
So
cause of
might
why
be
Hong
you
Kong China
can
lost a lot of their heroes just now.
Now, if
like
you're looking
get
at
a
the roles,
chance.
all of the different
Such a
pieces,
big
every
thing.
single head-to-head has been in
Hello
favor of Hong
update.
Kong China, and
Yeah.
they've gotten that. There's a reason why they've grown this lead to about
হ্যাঁ,
6K at this point because all of the lanes have
গেমটা
been winning,
স্মুথ করে
and
আনলেই
then
ভালো,
again
বুঝতে পেরেছো?
taking more of the farm and being very jungle efficient.
Also focusing on all objectives, but it seems like he's gonna go down from the Sunda. There's nothing his teammate can do.
Yeah, Tharusha is on the run, but the ghost ship is not going to be locking him down. It's a double strike going the way of Samki. That's the worst guy to feed.
A very, very good fight coming in from Hong Kong. China, they managed to steal two heroes away from Sri Lanka. They can focus down towards the mid lane. This is
ভাই
still
শ্রীলঙ্কা
1v8
ভালো
very
খেলেছে
important,
ইন্ডিয়ার
but
থেকে,
Oh,
জানো
going for
তুমি?
the flank. The Hunter breeze. The flash away. That's a nice one. Janith will get
না,
out, but he
ইন্ডিয়া শুধু
actually
আজকের
runs to
গেমটাই
the wrong
জিতেছে,
side.
বাদ বাকি
Kahin
তিনখানা ম্যাচ
taking
হেরে
it
গেছে।
down. The mid T1 down as well.
চার
trying to punish him, but it seems like Kahid is so ready to go back in.
আরে না, ক্রাউলি যে মেন প্লেয়ার, ঠিক আছে,
Down here, a couple shots.
সে যেতে পারেনি, ওর
Not
পাসপোর্টে
enough to
ইস্যু
take
হয়েছে
down
ভাই।
Kahin, just baiting him away. Space created.
ও
Time
ওর
to be
জায়গায়
picked
অন্য
up.
একটা জাঙ্গালার খেলছিল, তার
Exactly
জন্য
what
এই
happened.
কমেডি
His
হয়েছে। আর ক্যান্ডি বলে
space
একটা
is
বাচ্চা
so
ছেলে ছিল,
valuable
যখন ওর 9
that they
বছর বয়স
managed
তখন
to
আমাদের
pick
সাথে
the
খেলতো,
two
ঠিক আছে?
tower, which is very,
তো
very effective.
ওই
And
ছেলেটা
if
খেলতে
he
গেছে,
can keep
চান্স
on doing
পেয়েছে।
the same thing over and again, it makes the king pushing the side lane probably sending
আমি তো
the
খেলছি
right
না, আমি রেজিস্টারই
and
করিনি।
putting away their attention.
Yeah, and actually, it's one of those things. It's like, look at my left hand, look at my left hand, but it's like the right hand that's doing all the damage.
হ্যাঁ
And
হ্যাঁ,
you kind of saw that in the top lane, and the rate you see will connect on the two, but there's really no
নো
follow
নো,
up. He does
আমি
get the
ইন্ডিয়াকে
charge,
করছি,
but
বাট এখন
Malko's
আমাকে
gonna be
বললো
looking for
রিপ্লে
all
দেখিয়ে
alone,
দিতে,
and he gets
ওয়াচ
picked
পার্টি
up
শেষ
by
হয়ে গেছে
Janet as
অলরেডি।
well.
No one can save him at that point, but at the same time they're sending the
ইন্ডিয়া
Samba on the top
অবভিয়াসলি,
lane.
আমি
This
পে
might
করছি,
be
পে হচ্ছে
quite
ওর জন্য।
smart in my opinion because they have to send someone to the back to try to defend the tower to to
আরে
make
কমেডি
sure
হয়ে
they
গেছে
don't
বলছি
lose
দাঁড়া
any
স্ট্রিমটা এন্ড
towers.
হোক
Yeah, so
তারপরে
you're going to
বলবো
look to trade the top T1 away for this mid T2. Hong Kong, China not
হোল্ড
able
অন
to find
গাইস
Darusha, but this bottom lane is pushing. Sri Lanka, they probably need to figure out some way to hold. They're not going to be
হ্যাঁ
able to in this bottom lane.
You know, Liampo is gonna be ready with the Tribal Smash anytime soon. He is very trigger disciplined, but can also see
ও
the Sana
একটা
is gonna
স্কিন
go down
আসছে
in
ভালো
the
ভালো
hands of
স্কিন
the
আসছে
Nakororo.
বুঝতে পারলে
Kahin
মুখোমের একটা
is
ভালো স্কিন আসছে
really unforgiving. He will go and
মুখো
punish you
মুখো
if you go into his side of the map.
Yeah, Nisanda was
হ্যাঁ
in the top lane, just happily pushing, and then Kahin's just like, yeah, hold my
তাহলে
beer.
আমার
I'm gonna
ওখানে
get
নেই
this one.
কিন্তু
He goes all the way up top. He's like an assassin style, just completely bursting, and then that just completely limits or takes away that top lane push.
Yeah, we all know. At this point, Kahin's damage is quite high. So
Yeah, yeah.
anyone's gonna get burst now, even though Nasanda actually has Secretary Blessing or maybe even a Pure Sky, but there's nothing he can do at this point. Sumki is gonna be able to get the Tyrant, even though they had Primal Bond for a bit, but he is fine. Sakin is gonna be focusing down at the bottom lane. They're all trying to prepare for what's potentially gonna come afterwards. They sent the Shadow Vanguard towards the top lane.
They're so far up right now. Kahin right now with a 3-level differential, 2 now with against Darusha, and now they've all joined up, and it looks like they want to siege this mid T3. Shadow Vanguard in the top lane, so they've got even more push coming, but the Raging Sea only on the one, not too much value. Shinshan will just happily tank that.
Yeah, they will not try to force this one out too much. Still trying to be disciplined, and this is what really matters for them, right? Not trying to force unnecessarily because they don't really have to. They can just try to let it all play out until one mistake comes out from Sri Lanka.
It's so patient, right? They'll push with the Shadow Vanguard as well, and now they're looking to go, this is that space, and they instantly delete Jonathan. He's going to be taken out. Darusha's getting a little bit low himself, but Samki with just enough taking him down as well. They're diving the crystal. They had just barely taken the top T3, and now Hong Kong, China looking to just end this. They find Asanda. They're going to get the ace, and they will take game number 1.
It's all with how they managed that comeback after that tree takedown, getting over to the side of Sri Lanka in the early game. Hong Kong China's resistance towards these things and how they pace themselves patiently is just really worth it for other teams to learn.
I agree. That definitely very, very hard. The patience, the trigger discipline, actually the moves and the skill set that they were throwing out just now, it's not really that complicated to do, but the macro gameplay coming in from Hong Kong, China is just so complex and so high that it's very hard for us to have that perfect kind of macro to be done like that.
Macro, the exact thing that is allowing Hong Kong China to claw back into that game. You'll be thinking like, okay, 3 takedowns going over to the side of Sri Lanka, and you'll be thinking like, oh, is this a potential like smooth mid game coming in for the blue team? Then Hong Kong China, they start taking down towers, left, right, countering camps, building the goalie into a 5,000 comfort, and then bringing the game back with pickoffs and team fighting. Slow and steady, but they did win this game 1 race.
Slow and steady, and I mean emotionally just very neutral in that sense. Like, because again, in the beginning, there are moments where you're like, hey, we're losing.
Hey,
We're losing
chill out,
kills.
chill
Things are not looking great for us. And then some people can kind of, they get a little enraged, but they've been there. They understand. They're like, hey, this game is far from over. We're going to continue to use our jungle efficiency.
Yep, definitely. And I think they really know how to pull it off very well without losing anything at all. I think there's a term for this, min-maxing. That's what they were doing the entire time, and which is also how they managed to get a 10,000 goal lead within a couple of minutes, which is very, very effective.
I think it comes by experience as well, right? Where you utilize the least amount of mistakes after that specific
হ্যাঁ
play.
বলো
It's like how you stop bleeding. It's like they immediately found that little patch and patched it up, and then they start playing back to basics. It's like, okay, guys, a little blunder in the early game, not the end of the world. Let's make a comeback. Let's reset our mental, and then let's claw it back slowly into an even and start overtaking their opponents by doing what they have to do.
Which is also why I think they were trying to stop the
ভাই
bleeding,
কি
but at the same
কমেডি
time,
হয়েছে ছোট
they
ভাই
weren't bleeding in the first place. So
হ্যালো
what were they trying to stop
দাঁড়া
if they're
বলছি
still trying to really playing the
ভাই
game much safe, right? So that is literally trying to max out everything that they have.
I mean,
আচ্ছা আমাকে
they
মেনলি
had
আমি
such a great game, right? I mean, in that beginning, yeah, it's bleeding, but they're just like flash wounds, right? They're very early.
ও
They're
আমি গেম শুনতে
superficial,
পারবো
not
দাঁড়াও
really
হয়ে
deep
গেছে
in terms of the cut.
অ্যাকচুয়ালি অনার অফ কিংস এসে আমাকে হেল্প করছে ঠিক আছে সেই ছেলেটা দাঁড়াও ফোনটা তোমার দিকে ঘুরে দাঁড়াও বলছি ও ঠিক আছে হ্যাঁ actually only have time for this. Game চলে আসে আমি গেমটা ওপেন করবি আগে কি বলবো ওপেন করে লোড কি বলো what the fuck the grand vitara এই ভিটারা বলছে কেন grand vitara কি না না আরে ওটা ভুল প্রনাউন্স করেছি আমি আরে কমেডি ক্রিয়েশন না ওই ইন্ডিয়ান ছেলেটা আমাকে অফিসিয়াল পেজে যেখানে আমাকে হ্যান্ডেল করতে ওখানে দেখছি মানে কি হবে 1.40 এরকম বলেছে কি নিয়ম লাগাও 40 সেক্স সেকেন্ড থেকে সেক্স লেগে দিকে সবাই হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ কোথায় কোথায় পান্ডা ভাই কমেডি কোথায় বলে সবাই প্লিজ নাইস নাইস কত বললি ওই ব্যাটারি ইনভার্টার দিয়ে আচ্ছা তাহলে ঠিকই চল্লিশ বলে হ্যাঁ ও আচ্ছা 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 তোমাকে ব্রোঞ্জ দেখাচ্ছে কেন তোমাকে ব্রোঞ্জ দেখাচ্ছে ব্রোঞ্জ 3 ও তোমাকে কোথায় নামিয়েছে দেখি আমাকে কোথায় নামিয়েছে নিউজ তোমাকে কি ভয় পায় না ডায়মন্ড ফ্রিতে নামিয়েছে আমাকে দাঁড়াও। ও ভাই কপি করেছে তো ইন্টারফেসটা দাঁড়াও আসো আরে ভাই মানে স্টার্ট করে নাকি মারে আইসের ওটা নিয়ে আসবে ফোনটা নিত হ্যাঁ আইসের ওটা নিয়ে এসে আইস আইস প্যাক হ্যালো বড় ইয়েটা ঢুকাবো না এটা আরে স্টার্ট কেন করবা এখানে লেগে তো স্টার্ট করতে হবে মানে এর স্টার অনেক বেশি ছিল 100 এর কাছাকাছি স্টার ছিল মাইডি 100 না ওরকমই ছিল হ্যাঁ ওটাই তো। আমি যদি এখন খেল Maybe we still can win. The forward somebody ওনে এই টুর্নামেন্ট হচ্ছে অফিসিয়ালি মালয়েশিয়াতে ওদের এরকম করে একটা ব্যাগ দেওয়া হয়েছে হাত শেখার জন্য যাতে হাতে কোনো ইস্যু না হয় কে জানো যারা অফিসিয়াল টুর্নামেন্টে কি করছে আইস ব্যাগ দিয়েছে যাতে হাতে কোনো রকম ইস্যু না হয় হ্যাঁ ওই আইস ব্যাগ গুলো হয় না হাতে দিয়েছে মালয়েশিয়া গভর্নমেন্ট গুলো হাতে কোনো রকম ইস্যু না হয় খেলতে গেলে তো তাওয়াটা বেরিয়ে দিত তোয়াল জানে কি তোয়াল তাওয়াল তাওয়াল বেরিয়ে দিল দাঁড়াতে কি আমাকে বের করে দিচ্ছি দাঁড়াতে বলে তো পরে বলে 2 মিনিট দাঁড়াতে আইরন বলি স্টিম চলছে তো ওকে দাঁড়াতে বলি সালা তো নামাজ আছে তাহলে স্টার্ট করেছি তো আর কি ভয় লাগে না বলতো আমার লাউড আছে ঠিক আছে আমার আমার স্পিকার মানে হয়ে যাবে হয়ে যাবে ও হ্যাঁ কয়েকদিন পরেই যাও ঠিক আছে কোনো ব্যাপার হ্যাঁ বলো মানে না আসবে ইভেন্ট হিসাবে আসতো যা বাবা আমাকে খুলে দিয়েছে আমি ছিলাম না ওটা তো গায়ে ছিল বড়গুলো সেইটা কি বলিস ভেঙে দেবো প্লেটটা দেবে না আমি কোথায় বেরিয়ে লাগবে লাগবে এটা না লাগবে কত বছর চাল আপনার স্পোর্টস
Welcome to Honor of Kings. Enemy minions will arrive in 5 seconds. All forces, move out!
হ্যাঁ বলো বলো মানে না না যা বাবা এরকম কেন শো করছো আমার তো ফোনের চার্জই হচ্ছে না গো ক্যা আরে যেটা ইস্যু হচ্ছে কেবিলে আই ডোন্ট নো এখন কেবিল গেলে হয়ে গেল বাট না আমার ল্যাগ করছে
An enemy has been slain. An
অগ্রাণ কে নিয়েছে গো
enemy double kill.
ও আচ্ছা তুমি নাইস নাইস হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ
An ally has been slain.
মরে যাচ্ছে কেন
Double killing spree. Shut down.
টপে যাচ্ছি আমি
Assemble. An enemy has been slain. Has been slain.
দাঁড়াও 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 আসছি ইরি ভাই সাহ
Retreat. Retreat. Enemy
এগেই
has been slain.
মালটাকে
Retreat.
মারবো ঠিক আছে দাঁড়াও দাঁড়াও মালটাকে মারবো মারবো না 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 সব খেতে হবে না সব
An ally has been slain. Ballistae have spawned. The Overlord and Tyrant have spawned. An enemy has been slain. You have slain an enemy. Assemble.
কামিং কামিং পুশ কেন করছে না টপ লেনটা Oh, ho, 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 ho. 1 HP. হ্যাঁ ও রোটেশন দেয় না, রোটেশন একটা ইস্যু আছে। ও রোটেশন দেয় না, সেরকম একটা ইস্যু আছে রোটেশনে। স্ট্যান্ডার্ড রাখতে হবে, আমার রেজুলেশনটাকে হাই হয়ে গেছে। আমি ঢুকবো ব্যাক সাইড দিয়ে। বাবা এই গেমে না আগে একসাথে যদি অনেকেই থাকে তাহলে খুব বাজেভাবে ল্যাগ হয় গো। আগে যাও, আগে যাও। আমাকে দিও এটা, আমাকে দিও। যাবো না কালকে অফিসে, দিচ্ছি। এবার মরেনি। যা বাবা। ও লাইট কেন অফ করলা গো? না না, তোমাকে না, তোমাকে না। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, চলো। ওকে, নাইস। আমাদের টিমে এই সাপোর্টারটা আছে, এটা তো ভালো সাপোর্টার। প্লিজ তো একটু একটু হবে গো। আমার ল্যাগ হচ্ছে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ এই ম্যাচটা শেষ করে যাতে আমার গ্রাফিক্স একদম লো গ্রেড করে দিতে হবে, আদারওয়াইজ মুশকিল আছে।
Overlord and Tyrant have been enhanced. Cannons moving out.
কুলারটা আমার লাগবে, ভাবছি নিবো। আরে ভাই আমার 27%, ভাই মুশকিল হয়ে গেল। দাঁড়াও 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 দাঁড়াও, আমার বহুত ল্যাগ করছে। আর ল্যাগ, আমি দাঁড়াতে পারছি না। টার্টেলটা এন্ড করতে হবে আমাদেরকে, যে করে হোক না কেন। আচ্ছা, আমার মতো কিছু নেই গো, আগেই বললাম। আমি নিয়ে নিয়েছি, আমি নিয়ে নিয়েছি। আমি কি করে নিলাম? লol.
Fabulous.
I think you guys should back.
Has been slain. Enemy
টং
triple
করে একটা
kill.
আওয়াজ হচ্ছে।
Enemy has been slain. Legendary. Shut down.
হুম,
Triple kill.
লাম ভালো তো, ল্যাম ভালো তো।
Victory.
বাবা ওটা দিয়ে যেহেতু, হ্যাঁ ওই আইস প্যাকটা দিয়ে দাও, ওই প্লেট সমেত দিয়ে যাও, ফোন গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আমাকে এমবিবি দিয়েছে, নাইস। আচ্ছা এমএমআর রিসেট হয়নি গো? হ্যালো, এমএমআর রিসেট হয়নি কি দেখুন? এমএমআর এমএমআর রিসেট হয়নি? এমএমআর রিসেট হয়নি, এমএমআর। আচ্ছা এমএমআর রিসেট হয়নি? এমএমআর এমএমআর, তোমার হচ্ছে হিরো এমএমআর। আরে এমএমআর মানে তোমার হিরোর যে র্যাঙ্ক পয়েন্ট থাকে সেটা। ওটাই দেখছি আমি। আচ্ছা ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল 1 নম্বর, ইন্ডিয়া 3 নম্বর নাকি আমি র্যাঙ্কিং এ? বাও, কি দেখাচ্ছে? না আমাকে ওয়েস্ট বেঙ্গল 1 নম্বর, ইন্ডিয়া 23 নম্বর দেখাচ্ছে। মার্কো বলো খেলতে হবে। এখনই সুযোগ, এরপরে আর পসিবল না। কবে রিসেট হবে কে জানে। হ্যাঁ দাঁড়াও দাঁড়াও, আমি ঢুকছি। ইনভাইট করো তো একবার। ছেলেমেলে নাকি মাস্টার টু, গ্র্যান্ড মাস্টার, ফ্যান মাস্টারে ঢুকে গেছে। অনেকে অনেকে। না না, আরো আছে, আরো অনেকে। মিড লেনে কি নেওয়া যায় বলো তো? মিড লেনে কি কি নেওয়া যায়? লেডিস কি কি আর ভালো আছে, আমি সেগুলো নিবো। কোনটা? দেওয়াটা তো জানি না এটা। ওটা তো, হ্যাঁ গেলাম, গেলাম। দেওয়াটা তো তোমার মিডল্যান্ড নয়। মিডল্যান্ডার কোনো আসেনি এখনো পর্যন্ত। কোনো মিডল্যান্ডার আসেনি। মিডল্যান্ডার না। মিডল্যান্ড, আরে হ্যাঁ মিডল্যান্ডার তো এসেছে। গারুডা। ওটা ভালো কি? তাই নাকি? আর হচ্ছে লিয়াং, লিয়াং। লিয়াং এর লেডিস এন্ডটা কিরকম? লেডিস এন্ড আর হচ্ছে জেন, জেন এন্ড মো। গাও, গাওটা কিরকম গাও? মিড লেনে দেখো, মিড লেন, মিড লেনে দেখো সির্ফ, মিড লেনটা দেখো সির্ফ। লেডিস এন্ড ভালো না? লেডিস এন্ড। আচ্ছা না, এটা ভালো না। একটু ভালো বেশ হবে। ইউ ওয়ান। ফেড। মোজি, মোজি। গাওটা কিরকম গাও? আছে দেখো, পার্পল কালার। জি এ ও, গো, গো সরি। না না, ওগুলো নিয়েও খেলা যায় আর কি। আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, না এবার তাহলে একটু এমএম দেখা যাক। এমএম এ কি নেবো? এমএম এ চিচা, চিচা। আরে ফার্ম লেনে যাও, ফার্ম লেন। লো লেনে। চিচা ভালো, চিচা। লোয়ার। যা কেনা হয়ে গেছে, হয়ে গেছে। আচ্ছা, চলো আর দুটো গেম খেলবো, স্টার্টই করি। তারপরে অফিসের কিছু কাজ নেই, বসতে হবে। রাতে খেলবো, রাতে খেলবো দেখি। সেটা তো বলতে পারছি না, বাট খেলবো। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ বুঝতে পারলাম না। হুম, না না মিড ফার্ম করে রাখি, মিট ফার্ম করে রাখি। হ্যাঁ মিট করা তো যায়। যা বাবা, উই নিড ওয়ান মোর, 5 ম্যান খেলি। সব ঠিক আছে, আমার কোনো চার্জ হচ্ছে না কেন? এটা খুব একটা বাজে জিনিস, কোনো চার্জ স্টাক হয়ে আছে। রিকোর্ড লাগবে একদম। কি? সেটা তো জানি না। আর একজন লাগবে। না একজন লাগবে তোমাদের। अरे हाँ, भगवान। चलो स्टार्ट हो गया सर। সত্যি কি হয়েছে? নতুন কয়েকটা আছে আমি যতটুকু শুনছিলাম, বাট এখনো অফিসিয়ালি কোনো স্টেটমেন্ট আসেনি। সেটা বলতে পারছি না, সত্যি কথা বলতে আমি শুনেছি আসবে। এবার টিমে যার সাথে কানেকশন আমার হয়নি আজকে, হতে পারে। যা বাবা, তোমার ব্যান ছিল? আমি কিছু করিনি। ও তো গাধা। শো করো, শো করো, অগ্রাণ শো করো। মার্কো পোলো নেবো না অন্য কিছু নেবো? এটা নেবো, এটা। এটার নাম লয়েরা। এটার নাম লয়েরা। না তো। না না, এটার নাম হচ্ছে তোমার LUARA। না তো। ছবির উপরে চাপ দিয়ে দেখছি তো, হচ্ছে না, এখানে লেট গেম। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ। না তো। আরে লাইভ স্ট্রিমে দেখো তুমি, লাইভ স্ট্রিমে। ওই স্যামসাংটা কি হলো? ও আচ্ছা, আরে না না, তুমি দেখতে পারবে। ও ইটস ওকে, লিভ ইট, পরে দেখছি। অগ্রানের এই স্কিনটা ভালো, লর্ড অফ শ্যাডোজ।
Welcome to Honor of Kings. Enemy minions will
ও,
arrive in 5 seconds. Move out!
এই বটমে না টপে? আমি বটম না টপ? ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা। এই হিরোটা ভালো হিরো।
Retreat!
বাবা, এগুলো কোন হিরো? আরে মেরে দিয়েছে আমাকে।
You have been slain. Double kill!
কি হয়েছে? না তো। ওটা ভালো খেলছে। আমি এটা নিয়ে সেরকম একটা খেলিনি, আই হ্যাভ টু প্র্যাকটিস। আরে আমাকে হেল্প লাগবে। এই তো আর্লি গেমে কোনো ড্যামেজই নেই গো। যা বাবা। মার্কো পোলো। আরে ভাই দাঁড়াও দাঁড়াও। করছিস? আরে আর কেউ হেল্পে, এই মালটা কি করছে? ঝাঁটু একখানা সাপোর্টার। ইরিস। এই হিরোটা নিয়ে প্র্যাকটিস করতে হবে, আদারওয়াইজ মুশকিল আছে। আরে ভাই মুশকিল আছে এই হিরোটা নিয়ে, আমার ডিফিকাল্টি অনেক বেশি। মার্কো পোলো নিলে আমি এর থেকে ভালো খেলে দিতাম। কাল কল করুন মা, ওই কল করুন মামাকে, বলো না। তুমি ব্যাকে আসো, ব্যাকে আসো। এ তো হিল দিচ্ছে আমাকে এখন। কি হয়েছে? কি হয়েছে? আরে হচ্ছে না গো, আমার লেনে তোমাকে আসতে হবে। মিড লেন হাঁটছে। হ্যাঁ, কেন?
Your turret has been destroyed.
ওটাই তো। আরে ফিজিক্যাল ড্যামেজের আইটেম উঠতে হবে, আদারওয়াইজ তো মুশকিল আছে।
Enemy rampage. Enemy double kill.
মরেছে ফাইনালি।
Shut down.
আরে নাইস।
Enemy double kill.
আরে ও বারান্দা বা ছাদে যাক, ছাদে যাক।
Shut down. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
কিছু করা যাচ্ছে না। টাওয়ার পুশ করতে লাগবে এখন।
Retreat.
আসছে আসছে।
An ally has been slain.
আমার দিকে ঘুরিয়ে দাও।
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
আরে यार আসতে হবে।
Enemy double kill.
মিডল্যান্ডটা যে কি করে।
An ally has been slain. Overlord
চলো সাইনিং আউট গাইস, পিস আউট।